Cold as the stars high above in the sky, and the fire deep down below in the earth, collide in a cosmic explosion to synchro summon Red Nova Dragon!
Hey YouTube, Philly J with Different Dimension Gaming, coming at you with an update to the Resonator Red Dragon Archfiend combo video. So normally what we do is we shuffle up two times, we do 2 random test hands and then 1 constructed hand. But because of how versatile this deck is and how many different ways it can be played, I wanted to showcase a few 1 to 2 card combos that can put out a very consistent end board of around 5 interruptions. So we're gonna do that. I'll probably do 3 of those, and then we'll do a 5 card perfect hand to show you how far this deck can actually extend. So let's get started. So for the first hand, all we need is a Crimson Gaia, and we're going to use that to search our Soul Resonator. Then you can normal summon that and go search your copy of Bone Archfiend. Bone Archfiend, using its own effect, can send Crimson Gaia to the graveyard to special summon itself, and then use its own effect on the field to send a copy of Crimson Resonator from your deck to the graveyard, and reducing its own level to 3, which makes you can have a tuner, non-tuner. 3 plus 3 is 6. You can go into a Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon then can bring back your Crimson Resonator, and then using its effect, you can summon from your deck a copy of Vision and a copy of Synchron Resonator. As soon as I can find one. Now from here, you're going to go 2 and 6 is 8 into your Scar Red Dragon Archfiend, and then chain link 1 Vision Resonator. Going to grab your copy of Red Zone to your hand. Then you go Synchron Resonator and Scar Red Dragon Archfiend into your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and then chain link 1 chain link 1 Synchron, chain link 2 Scar Red. I'm out the original Red Dragon Archfiend, and then you can add the Vision Resonator back to your hand. Now from here you have 2 options. You can special summon the Vision, and you can go into a Red Nova Dragon play, or you can go with just one of them, and you can go into a Dispatter or a Bane play. But because you don't have anything banished, your Dispatter play isn't as powerful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Bane using these 2. And then with Bane's effect, you can tribute the Crimson and bring out your copy of Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. Set your copy of Red Zone. And now you've got an Omni Negate and an interruption off of a 1 card combo plus 3 pretty large bodies. And then you've got, you would normally have 4 other cards in hand that you could help combo with you from there. So that's a simple 1 card combo. Now 2 card combos give you much more interruption, so let's go through one of those. So this combo, you just need Soul Resonator and Crimson Resonator. It's the reason that we play 3 of each. You've also got 5 different ways to access both of these. So you're going to start with a special summon of Crimson. You're going to normal summon Soul. Use Soul's effect to grab your Red Lotus King. You can special the Red Lotus King because you control a Fiend Tuner. You're going to inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Synchro for 6 into your Red Rising Dragon. You are not going to activate the effect of your Red Rising Dragon. Use Crimson's effect. So you have to use the effect of your Red Lotus King as well. Sending the Red Rain to the graveyard, and then Crimson effect will bring out Vision and Synchron. And from here, you can synchro into your Scar Red. And then the Red Rain will add itself back to the hand, and Vision can add your Crimson Gaia to your hand. Now, from here, we can go these two into your Abyss, and then Scar Red will replace itself. And now here you are going to go into your Bestial Dizpatter. And then you can use the Crimson Gaia to grab your copy of Red Zone. I made a mistake. This Vision Resonator should be back in your hand off of the effect of your Synchron Resonator. And now you can go Red Zone, Red Rain. Now, this is at least 4 interruptions, because you can go on Omni-Negate with your Abyss, Red Zone plus your Red Rain. So Red Rain will wipe the entire board, including your Abyss, and then your Red Zone can bring back the Abyss. Or if you don't want to bring it back, you can use a Dizpatter to shuffle it back into the deck to give you an additional interruption. So it's at least 4 interruptions if you sequence them properly, including a board wipe. Now, if you want to play a more what's the word that I want? A more control-based version of the deck, I will showcase that combo as well. So for this combo, you just need the Crimson Resonator and your Bone Archfiend. Crimson can special itself, and you can normal summon the Bone Archfiend. Synchro into your Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising effect to bring back Crimson. Crimson effect will bring out Vision and a copy of Red. Red Resonator will increase your life points by the attack of one monster on the field because it was special summon, so we can increase our life points to 10,100. And then 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 12. Into your copy of Red Supernova Dragon. And then your effect of Vision Resonator can add your Crimson Gaia, and then Crimson Gaia can add your copy of Red Zone. So, what this gives you is a monster that can't be destroyed by card effects. You've got additional follow-up with your Bone Archfiend if you don't use the effect. And then your Red Supernova Dragon can use its effect when your opponent activates a monster effect to banish all monsters on the field. Red Zone can bring it back, and you can wipe the board one more time. And then in your next end phase, it will bring itself back. And it's sitting at 4,000 plus 500 for every tune in your graveyard, so plus 1,500 makes it a 5,500 attack, indestructible, wipe the board twice monster. That's a super simple combo to get you to a massive body, but if you want to push further beyond that, you simply need to take this combo from a Crimson and Bone Archfiend. You just need access to one more Resonator in your hand, and you can actually push this combo a lot further beyond, and that's where our constructed hand is going to come into play. But before we get there, I just wanted to remind you guys about how consistently you can get to one of your starters, because you're actually playing 11 starters. So these 5 cards can search any of these cards, plus any of your other Resonators in your deck, and these are the best starters in your deck. So you've got basically 11 ways to access any of your starters, so there's no real worry about finding a way to not brick, because you're going to open so many starters so much of the time. A quarter of your deck is just starters, and this one is for free if you open it. So let's get into the constructed hand. For your perfect hand, we're going to have to get just a little bit greedy. We're going to want to open Bone Archfiend, Crimson Gaia, Crimson Resonator, Synchron Resonator, and Wandering King Wildwind. Now again, you've got 5 ways to find these 2, including 3 of this and 2 of this. So you've got a total of 10 ways to get access to these 2. The only greedy part is our Wandering King, but it is important for the combo. So you're going to special summon Crimson through its own effect. Special summon Wandering King through its own effect. 2 plus 4 is 6 into Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon, bring back Crimson. Crimson effect to special summon Vision and Synchron Resonator. Going to go Crimson Gaia. You're going to add Soul from your deck to your hand. And now, sorry, I made one mistake. This has to be in the extra monster zone or this combo does not work. Like I said, it's a complicated combo. If you make one mistake, the whole combo falls apart. So, in the extra monster zone, going to use the effect of Bone Archfiend to send Crimson Gaia to special itself. And then second effect of Bone Archfiend, you're going to send Obsessive Overloop to increase the level of Synchron by 1. So you're going to go 2, 4, 6, 12 into your Red Supernova Dragon. Now you can normal summon Soul. Oh, alright. Again, we're making mistakes. You're going to use Synchron to put Vision back in hand, and then Vision effect is going to add your red zone to your hand. I figured this combo out like an hour ago. I'm still working out all the kinks on it. So, from here, we're going to normal summon Soul. Soul effect is going to add your Red Lotus King. You can then special the Red Lotus King and synchro once again into your second Red Rising Dragon. Like this. Then Red Rising Dragon is going to bring back your copy of Crimson. And then your Red Lotus King is going to send your Red Rain from deck to grave. Now from here, we're going to go Crimson and Red. 2 plus 6 is 8. Now it's going to go into your Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. Now you're going to use your Synchron Resonator to summon itself. And you're going to go 1 plus 8 is 9 into Abyss, and then you're going to skip the effect of this Synchron Resonator, but you want the Scar Red effect to replace itself. And then because you Synchro Summon a level 8 or higher, Red Rain can come back to your hand. And from here, you're going to go Vision Resonator, special itself, and Synchro into Bestial Dizpatter. Like that. And then for the final steps of your combo, you're going to use the Obsessive Overloop in your graveyard. You're going to banish 1 copy of your Red Rising Dragon to add it back to your hand. And then you're going to banish the original Red Dragon Archfiend to bring it out on the field. And you're going to synchro these 2 into your copy of Void Ogre Dragon. Now you can set 2 cards. And you can pass the turn. Now, this is 7 interruptions. Because you've got the Omni Negate on Abyss, you've got the Monster Negate on Dizpatter, you've got a Spell Trap Negate on Void Ogre Dragon, you've got a board wipe here, a board wipe here, and a pop here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, if you sequence them properly and you go negate, negate, this one back, negate, Red Rain effect to board wipe except for Supernova, pop here, and then Red Zone effect to bring back Void Ogre Dragon. This is a soft once per turn spell trap negate. You still have a board wipe here, and you've got a negate here. So all in all, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 forms of interruption. And then, so at the end of your turn, if you use everything you have, if your opponent can somehow play through 7 interruptions, you go negate, pop, negate, shuffle back the original Red Dragon Archfiend. Board wipe. Make sure to use your pop before you board wipe, because you need something that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend, which is where your Abyss comes in handy. So you go negate, negate, pop, board, negate, board wipe. Board wipe here, and then red zone to bring back your Void Over Dragon. You've got your 7th piece of interruption, a 3000 attack monster. You're going to draw for turn, and you've got a ton of follow-up in the graveyard. I know it's a lot. It's so much to think through, but even if you somehow, if you draw for turn and you draw a hand trap, let's say you draw Imperm, you can still red zone, bring back your Dispatter, bring back your Abyss, and that gives you over 8,000 attack points. Plus, you've got the Wandering King in your graveyard to banish to add a tuner. You've got Red Rising banish itself to bring back your 2 copies of Synchron, which even if you did this from here, you can still use these 3 and go into your copy of Tyrant, and you can still search out, I don't know, any a red resonator, why not? So you've still got a ton of follow-up, you've still got a ton of oppressive attack on the field, and then when it goes back to your opponent's turn one more time, you can in your end phase, this will come back, and then you can go, okay, we'll go red zone, bring back Red Rising Dragon, and from here, again, you've got plenty of attack. How much attack points does your red Juno have? It's got, so start at 4,000, 45, 5, 55, 6, 65, 7,000 attack points in a board wipe. So you've got an absolutely mammoth oppressive board on field. Again, just rewind a little bit back to our original setup. In deck, that's in deck, that's on field. These were like this. If your opponent's playing through these 7 interruptions and they're not ending the game, they are either going to be relying on you not having game and being out of cards, or they've got something like full powered tier and they're just keep grinding through. But through 7 interruptions, including 2 board wipes, the odds of your opponent being able to survive are next to 0. And especially if they don't open any hand traps to stop you along the way. The biggest weakness of this combo is Nibiru and Droll, because Abyss only stops a negate on field. But again, if your opponent is playing through 7 interruptions, I think they kind of deserve to win. But with that being said, let us know what you think. Let me know if I can somehow improve on this combo, which I don't think I can. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.